Hey guys, I'm doing my review of Guardians of the Galaxy. I told y'all last week in the last review that I'd be doing either Guardians of the Galaxy or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, I decided that I was going to go ahead and do Guardians of the Galaxy because to me it just feels like Guardians of the Galaxy is more, I don't know, it has a wider audience, whereas Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was more of a kids movie, or maybe a movie directed towards the people that really liked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when they were younger. So we haven't really ever seen a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, or at least I haven't. I haven't seen, much about Guardians of the Galaxy. Pretty much, the way I even got introduced to Guardians of the Galaxy was by Jack Patillo. I was watching the Rooster Teeth podcast, and they started talking about it, and I was like, I agreed with Bernie and Gavin and Gus. I was like, Guardians of the Galaxy, a raccoon that can talk? What the crap, It's not going to be a good movie. It's just going to be a stupid CGI movie where the graphics suck and all this other stuff. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to see it. It's going to bomb. It's going to be a bad movie. Well, I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, yeah, my suspicions were right. It's just going to be one of those stupid movies that no one really cares about. It's not really about, the Guardians. It's just a comedy. And so I went out with a bunch of my friends one night, and we were going to go see Into the Storm. And there was 5 of us. Well, they only had 5 tickets left. And they said that most likely we weren't going to be able to sit by each other. And so we ended up seeing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, or no. They were completely sold out that night. And that's when we saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, like 2 or 3 days later, we went back to go see Into the Storm again, which I had already seen. So, I really didn't want to see that movie again. And I'm most likely going to be doing a review over it as well. But, we went back and we were going to go see Into the Storm. Well, like I said, it was sold out. There's only 5 seats left. Well, it wasn't sold out. There's only 5 seats left either way. And, it wasn't a guarantee that we were all going to sit by each other, so we were like, that was the whole point of coming, is so that way we could sit by each other, discuss the movie while it was going on. So we pretty much just abandoned that idea. And it was pretty much between The Giver and Guardians of the Galaxy. And so we were like me and the entire group of people except for one person, which is someone that I'm not going to name. But let's just go ahead and say that her name is I don't know, Elizabeth. Sure. Anyway. So Elizabeth didn't want to go see Guardians of the Galaxy, and so another friend decided that she really wanted to go see Guardians of the Galaxy. The rest of us did, except for Elizabeth. And so she was like, what's The Giver about? Because we didn't want to go to this movie and everybody be, or at least one person be upset that we didn't get to go see it. So she was like, what's The Giver about? And we started telling her and all this other stuff, and she found out that it was in black and white. Well, some of it was. Well, she loses interest very quickly when a movie is in black and white. And she also gets very, motion sickness. She gets really queasy and stuff. So, it was pretty much, we all go see The Giver, one of our friends ends up getting sick, or we go see Guardians of the Galaxy, and everyone's happy except for Elizabeth. So, we went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy. So, I get in there, and I'm like, everybody told me it's a great movie, it's funny, all this other stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know yet, I'll have to watch it and see. And so we start watching it, and I'm like, I have no idea about Guardians of the Galaxy. I've never heard of them before. I've never heard of any of the characters, so I was, completely new to the franchise, and trust me, I'm really big into DC and Marvel characters. And so Batman, Deadpool, Captain Boomerang, all those people. I I pretty much have been keeping up with them for the past couple of years, ever since my ex-boyfriend introduced me to video games and introduced me to Batman. And so I've pretty much been keeping up with the majority of DC and Marvel characters. But I had never heard of Guardians of the Galaxy. So we started watching it and I was like, what the crap is this movie about? Because it opens up with Chris Pratt and he's destroying these moles or something like that, and then he picks up one of them and starts singing like it's a microphone. And so I'm sitting here thinking, is this a comedy or is it an action movie? Am I supposed to take this serious? Like, what in the world is going on? And like, you have that whole scene where it's, well, before the actual opening, it's like spoiler if you haven't seen the movie yet, he's in the hospital and his mom is dying of cancer and everything, and she gives him this gift and she tells him to hold her hand, and he doesn't, and she ends up dying whenever she asks him to hold her hand. And so I like the first couple minutes, because where I live, there's a bunch of people that have cancer, and there's been a bunch of people that's either died from cancer or they've gotten rid of it and it's come back and they're really sick now. So, in our area, cancer is like a big deal. And so I was like, oh my god, this is going to be the saddest movie ever. I don't want to watch it. Why did we come to see this? And so, I was just like, okay, just keep watching the movie. Hopefully it'll get better. And then that's whenever it opens up to Chris Pratt singing into the mole rat. And I was like, oh my god, am I supposed to take this serious? Or is this supposed to be a comedy? And so, it rolls on through. You get to meet, or you get to see what Chris Pratt actually does, or his character actually does. And you get to see, the universe as a whole. And you get to see, Rocket Raccoon and Groot come in, and they're pretty much trying to kidnap Chris Pratt's character so that way they can take whatever treasure he has. Well, actually, there's a bounty on his head, I'm sorry. And they are trying to turn him in for that amount of money because, they didn't want the money. And so, and this, I forgot her name. Anyway, the green chick, I really forgot her name. Like, it's blowing my mind right now that I forgot her name, and I sound like so stereotypical, like, girl. Like, the girl that sits there with her little Xbox controller is like, oh my god, I play COD. But I promise you, I am legitimately just forgetting her name right now. And so, she's pretty much after him so that way she can please her father, her supposed father, even though he's the one that killed her real father. And they pretty much are trying to just capture him so that way they could get the money and then, or get the artifact that he has. So they pretty much all get captured. They get put into this jail where they meet Dave Bautista's character. Forgot his name as well. So, they and honestly, most of the characters' names in this film are really hard to pronounce. So I'm pretty sure that that's why I'm forgetting Dave Bautista and the green girl's name. But, and I don't even remember Chris Pratt's name. Like, I remember his name, but I don't remember his character's name, which is pretty bad. But anyway, so they end up, getting caught in this facility. They meet Dave Bautista, and then they end up, crashing out of the facility, and like the greatest thing that ever happened in that facility was Rocket Raccoon is trying to tell them each a job that they need to do, and he tells Chris Pratt's character that he needs a leg. He needs to go get this guy's prosthetic leg. And so he takes it, and he's like, what do I do with this leg? And Rocket's like, oh, dude, I'm just joking with you. I didn't need a leg. I was just, crapping you. And so, that was a really funny scene. But, anyway, so, you're going out through the movie and all this other stuff, and they're pretty much trying to keep this artifact safe and all this other stuff, so that way it's like if the evil side gets this artifact, everybody will die, the whole galaxy will be blown up, all this other stuff. So, that's pretty much their their reason to keep going in the movie is to keep this artifact away from the bad guys. And so at the end of the movie, they end up having to fight this the person that they're trying to keep the artifact from. They end up fighting him, and it's a really, really good scene. Like, I'm not gonna spoil the end of the movie or anything like that, but it's really awesome. And so and there's a specific character that you need to look for. Like, when there's a scene where people are running on this bridge and something comes crashing towards them, and there's a character that's huddled over a baby. That character right there is very important because she shows up in a later scene. But, well, she's not really important. It's just, if you don't remember that character, you'll have no idea why they have this scene in there in the first place. So, anyway, pretty much I believe that Guardians of the Galaxy is a movie for anybody to go watch. Like I said, I had no idea what Guardians of the Galaxy was, and I enjoyed the living snot out of that movie. Like, literally, I want a little baby Groot. Like, that I want a Groot. I want Groot. Like, I want to have one, because at the end of the movie, they show the scene, and it's so cute, but there's a scene before it that's like, oh my god, just go watch the movie, okay? Just go watch it. It's, like, super amazing. It's a really good movie. People of all ages will enjoy it. That's just my opinion, though. Like I've said in all the other reviews, you know, you go watch it, you think it's a horrible movie, that's your opinion. But in my opinion, it's really fantastic. Even, like I said, I had no idea what Guardians of the Galaxy was. Even if you have no idea what it is, it's still a fantastic movie. If you know what Guardians of the Galaxy is, I don't know if taking this funny, silly side on it will dampen your expectations of the movie or anything like that, because it is really silly. It's a comedy action film. And so, I mean, I really don't know. If you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy and you were a fan before, leave a comment, tell me, you know, oh, I didn't like how they did the silly side, you know, it needed to be more serious, all this other stuff. If you haven't seen the movie and you want to go see it now because it is more of a silly yet serious movie, you know, tell me what you guys think. So, anyway, that's the end of this review. I'll most likely be doing another one next Friday or during the weekend or something like that, and I'll be doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next week.